Welcome back to the Long Distance Siblings podcast.
That's Annie Trevison,
That's Elly Trevison.
and we're long distance siblings, making it work across the miles.
We're always in each other's ears, and now we're in yours.
Let's get into it. For those that are listening instead of watching, Annie's got what is that you're
A
wearing?
shirt.
A shirt, yes, out of the shower, but Annie was shaking it at me in a comedic way, and so that's why I was trying not to lose it.
Very comedic.
It is.
Um, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Is it my turn today to ask you?
Yes, so I ask you,
Oh,
hey Annie,
hey,
how's
Elly.
New how's New York?
Well, Elly, I'm so glad that you asked. New York is a mixed bag at the moment. I feel like she's teaching me a lot of things right now, in kind of a crash course, which is great. Love that. New York has been rough, as you know, for the last couple of weeks.
Mhm.
I unexpectedly have to move out of well, not exactly unexpectedly, but the expectation of needing to move was slowly creeping up, and we finally hit a point where it is necessary to move now. It's been a little bit stressful, but also teaching me a lot. I have been really on top of things. First, my room rented out, and then second, finding a place to move to come January. I think there's some things that are like surprisingly positive about that. Like I think I'm going to probably be living in Manhattan, which will be cool and something that I wanted to do when I move anyways.
I
I
didn't know
think,
that.
yeah, both of the places that I'm looking at are in Manhattan. But I think regardless, I would just want to be closer to Manhattan in terms of a commute, anyways.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how it works in New York. Even if you're further out distance wise, depending on the train that you're at, you can have a quicker commute to the city. But ultimately, I think, would like to live in Manhattan. I think that feels like it will be the most invigorating and motivating for my acting career. I think I also have noticed how my acting career has been like a little bit frozen in the last couple of weeks with said hardships going on and how environments are really important for creativity. I'm really excited to move because I think it's going to really impact my ability to keep momentum going and build on the momentum that I've already built. And it will support that momentum rather than me having to work against my own living environment.
Mhm.
And so that's something that I've really been thinking about a lot this past week. I don't have any big updates other than that because it's been kind of 24/7 for me.
Yes.
Um, but I will say that I went to the gym, which is why I have a wet head.
What did you do at the gym?
I did a 3 mile run.
Wow. That's a lot of miles.
Doesn't feel like it, but thank you. Of course, in my mind, I was just like, puny, wimpy little 3 mile run.
What would feel
I
like a lot to you?
like a 6 mile run.
Oh my gosh, that's so long.
I actually am finding that I really like running.
Mhm.
Um, I was going kind of slow, because of my hip. I really do love running, and I think I can go at a slower pace, um, than like at the fast pace that I really want to go. I want to go fast and long, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it hurting right now, the hip?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
But it's just like, I think part of it. I think what New York is teaching me right now is how easy it is for me to override my own intuition and my own needs and downplay things that my body's telling me. Like, for example, I was talking about that guy that invited me out to a party, and I didn't really like the guy at all. I don't really respect him, and I don't really want to like spend time with him. But I was like, well, I shouldn't feel guilty about going to this party. It'll be good to network. And there was going to be somebody there who might have a potential job for me. potentially, very loosely potential. And I was going to go out of kind of a scarcity mindset, like, oh, I really need to go to this party because this is an opportunity and like I need to seize this opportunity rather than being like, oh, the right opportunity is going to come around at the right time. And my body and intuition are telling me we do not want to go and be around this guy. I filtered that as guilt and like, well, I should just not feel guilt rather than, oh, it's my body telling me something. And so I feel like this experience is teaching me what it feels like when my body tells me something, you know? And
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, and like I don't know about you, but like being really disconnected to my body is part of just my daily thing, you know? I think that's what makes it so that I feel like I'm working against my body rather than working with my body and like listening to it and understanding what it really needs. Thoughts?
Well, I had a question. So, after you made the decision based off of thinking that it was your intuition, how did you feel after making the decision?
Like completely relieved and at peace. Like the anxiety was gone. I felt like joy.
Mm,
And the only thing that came up was like, oh, is he going to be mad at me? And then I was like, oh, that I don't have to care about that. I don't have
yeah,
to worry about if he's mad at me. And like, I don't
right.
have to make decisions based off of if people are going to be mad at me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Sounds like a really, really good confirmation that it was intuition, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, intuition is a little sticky for me because it I think it makes me feel a bit triggered because
Yeah.
it reminds me of like back in the fundy days when I was trying to listen for the voice of the Holy Spirit all the time. And I think that got like really mixed in with my OCD and like wanting to know the exact right thing to do. So if I was
Mhm.
trying to decide whether or not to go to a party, uh, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just overwhelmed just thinking about it. But I love that you were able to figure that out for yourself. I hope to get to that point someday. I mean, I think there are some times where I'm able to like, maybe it depends on how my noggin is doing that day or not.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering about like the body part of it, like listening to your body, because I feel like you and I both share like a my body is like a vehicle to transport my head around from room
Yeah,
to room
yeah.
type of disconnection. And like when you were trying to listen to the Holy Spirit, was it you were listening to like it feels like warm in my stomach or I feel like pounding in my chest, or was it more very heady and like signs and things like that? Because I feel
Yeah.
like I'm
Hmm.
starting to uncover a difference because
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that's part of why sometimes I trigger you about my own spirituality because like there'll be this anxiety driven need to look for signs and do the right thing and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, this is not that. This is much more like quieter, but also I know I it's like once I made the decision I totally knew. I was like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, I knew from the very beginning that I didn't want to go. That's why I was feeling like anxiety and guilt and all these things, you know?
Yes. So to answer your question, yes, I do think it was heady. I think it was like I was literally listening for a voice in my head. and
Yes.
and or signs externally, like something that I saw, something that I heard, maybe something that I felt, but not like that focused on body sensations. I don't think I even really knew what that was. I was just nauseous all the time. That was just kind of how my body felt, just nauseous all the time.
Yeah. Oh my God. I know. That's so real.
I think when I think about like the guilt versus intuition thing,
Yeah.
I think I get a little panicky at the idea that the feeling that I think is guilt could be intuition because then it makes me feel like I'm doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Like if it's intuition and I'm not sure and I don't go with that, then I'm bad. That's wrong.
Right. Right.
Rather than I can understand how it'd be like, no, it's just like something that you might want to work on just because it's going to make your experience of life better rather than it being like healthy, unhealthy, good, bad, right, wrong.
Totally. Totally. Yes, agreed. And I feel like I totally have had the impulse of like, oh, I'm just not gonna listen at all to anything in my body then, you know?
Yeah.
And two things that came up when we were talking about that, when you were talking about that. One is I feel like I've uncovered like a belief. It's like, oh, I can't have nice things because I'm inherently bad. Sure, I bet the universe, is alive and well and doing its own thing, but like they don't want the best for me. Like the universe does not want the best for me. And I think that's like old religious like programming that got in there. What I feel like I'm learning and grasping a little nugget of right now, tapping into my higher self. There's this version of me that exists who has experienced all of the events in my life from beginning to end and is like above it all, is like a different dimensional version of myself, just loves me unconditionally, and that like it doesn't matter to them what I do because like it's all played out and it's all good and like they just get to sit back and watch the show. It's almost like it affects the present version of me more rather than this overall like you're ultimately lovable. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Am I losing my mind?
No, no, you're not losing your mind. I think my rumination has been really bad the last couple of months, as you know. So I think it's a little heady for me at the moment to be able
Yeah.
to like fully grasp what you're saying, but I think it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love that it helps you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellie, how's California?
California is gray today. Do you want the big update or the little updates first?
Big updates.
Okay. The big one, hold on to your hat, is that yesterday I finished my application for junior college to take
Oh,
film classes.
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so cool.
Yeah, so I've just been kind of sitting with that. Um, Big feelings, of course, feelings of excitement, feelings of, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. A little bit of Rapunzel feelings there.
Hell yeah.
And then a lot of feelings of grief too, you know. Um, just being like, oh my God, why did it take me 14 years to do this? But I know why, and I know I had to go on this path. And here I am, and it's great that
Yeah.
I'm doing it now instead of
Yeah.
14 years from now.
True.
Yeah, so I'm having a little bit of trouble with registering for my first class. I have one picked out. It's gonna be like an intro class. It's online, fully online, and that's kind of all that they have at the moment that will work with my schedule. For some reason, I'm not able to register, so I sent them a message. It was Saturday, so I haven't heard back yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get that figured out and then I'll be doing a film class.
Oh my God. That must have been so hard to keep back yesterday when we were talking.
It was, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep, I was saving it for the
Oh,
pod.
I'm so excited for you, Ellie. That's so cool.
Thanks, Annie. Yeah, and then today my short film went up. So,
Oh my God.
ugh, talk about body sensations. Like my leg is like bouncing so fast right now and like my heart is
Yeah.
fluttering. Like it's very scary. Like it's
Yeah.
exciting, but it's scary. It's really scary.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of
Thank
you.
you.
I'm so excited to go watch it on your channel. I'm sure everyone here has probably already seen it, but even if you haven't, it's so good. It's so good. It's so well done. It's so fun and lighthearted. And I just shout out to your acting because I think it was really, really good.
Aw, thanks, Annie. That's the part I was worried about the most, as you know, because I'm I prefer to be behind the camera. And the first time I filmed it, I was just like totally in my head, not grounded at all. But the second time through with the audience of stuffed animals and Barbies really helped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also your editing was great. My favorite part was from the stuffed animals and Barbie's perspective.
Thanks.
Those are such good shots. But I love it. I love the meta greater version of it in real life. I think it's so cool that this weekend you put that up and you apply, like you got accepted into school and you're going to be applying for classes. Like that's so meta and cool and exciting. And I totally think that there's, big plans out there for you, you know, big,
Thanks.
big things to come.
I'm also vlogging this weekend, so I
Yes.
I did like a little recap last night. I'm also doing like a hopefully cinematic version of my vlog as well. There's like a cinematic part to it, and I'm trying to
Ooh,
combine the vlog with the like little cinematic part. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I've got the whole weekend documented, so
that's really cool, Ellie. That's so exciting.
honestly, the little ones, do you want to hear the little ones?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Last night, your niece and I almost said her name, but your niece and I
I
went
know her.
shopping. Yes, you know her quite well. And this was not the reason why we went to the store, but we passed all the seasonal candles, and I've been wanting to get a new candle because the one that I love is almost down to nothing, and it was more of a fall one. It's like pumpkin muffin or something like that, but it smells really good. It's
Yum.
very pretty. So I need a new one. Anyways, we smelled like all of them, and there were like, I don't know, something like 100. No, that's too many. Like 50? I don't know. A lot of candles. We smelled a fuck ton of candles. And, I walked out of the store with no candles because my kid was really good at pinpointing exactly what they smell like. I would like smell it and I'd be like, okay, this one's okay. Like, what do you think? And she'd smell it and she'd be like, it smells like hand sanitizer and cinnamon had a baby. And I was like,
Wow. She is really
how?
good at stuff like that.
How did you know that? That's exactly what it smells like.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Or she pinpointed like really specific environments where she'd be like, that smells like a hair salon. And I'm like, it does smell like a hair salon. Or she'd be like, that smells like an office, like a pleasant office, but an office. And I was like, damn, you're so right. I did notice the one that smelled like a man. I was like, this smells like a man. And I had her smell it and she was like, yes, like a man's cologne. And then the next one, I was like, this one smells like a grandpa. And she was like, yeah, like a grandpa's cologne. So
That's
anyways,
so
we
funny.
we could not find one. Yeah, so that was a bummer. I did sort of settle on one that I wasn't super happy about, and then I ended up leaving it. So I was proud of myself for that because the last few years I've been trying to work on only buy stuff that you really, really want. Don't buy it just because you need a candle. You do need a candle, but just like wait for the right candle. Don't buy the half good candle.
Don't buy the sanitizer pumpkin candle or whatever. Cinnamon
Exactly.
sanitizer
Yes.
pumpkin candle.
Sanitizer cinnamon. Yeah.
I too have been wanting a candle and I too have been waiting for the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find it. I believe it's out there.
Yeah, I agree. It's just they go so fast, you know. I like them
Yeah.
on all the time. I like burning
Yeah.
them.
I
I love
know
fire.
too.
Yeah.
And I did find one that I liked the smell and it was crackly and it had a
Ooh.
beautiful color, but
Ooh.
the shape of the candle, it went in like this. Instead of just being like a normal, like circular one,
Yeah.
it had like a curve to it. I told
It
my
had
daughter
hips.
that, yes, I told my daughter that it had hips, and she didn't like that description. It weirded her out. But yeah, we didn't end up getting that one either, even though that one
Uh,
smelled good. It was a pretty color and it crackled, which was really tempting, but I didn't like the hips. Couldn't get over it. I was like, people hips, yes. Candle hips, no.
yeah. 100%. 100%.
And then my last little update is that I finally caved and got myself a real alarm clock.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
because as you know, I've been sleeping through my phone alarms.
Don't know how that happens.
Me either.
I literally don't know how.
I know. I don't know if I think they're not loud enough, but then I think also sometimes I have a suspicion that they don't go off sometimes. That could be wrong,
I
but
think that's wrong.
okay. It's probably just that they're too quiet. I really like the alarm clock that I chose. I ended up paying like $5 more just to get like a really cute one.
Yeah,
And I'm probably going to put it over here on my desk so that every morning I have to get out of bed and
love.
come over here.
Totally.
And then hopefully that'll help not only me wake up, but also not just like grab my phone and scroll in bed, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers
And
crossed. Ah, so hard. I will say I'm going to miss my secondary alarm. Yes, I have a secondary one because I always do a 5 minutes later in hopes that, well, if I sleep through the first one, maybe the second one will get me up. So the first alarm is labeled Rise and Shine, and it has like a little sunshine emoji. And the second one I added recently, it's, you're gonna think this is really cheesy. It's Wake Up Cutie.
that's cute. I like
And
that.
it
Yeah,
has
I've done that. Good
it
morning,
has
beautiful. 100%.
the it has the emoji with like the little hearts around the face.
Yeah,
And a
yeah.
couple times, like the first couple times, I was like, I made myself blush. I was like, stop it.
That's kind of making me blush. Feels too intimate.
Well, no, it's just like a cute little way to,
Yeah,
I don't know, show myself some love, you know?
100%. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
a cutie.
Thank you. I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will report back to see,
How that's going. Yeah,
how the alarm is helping. Hopefully it
very
will, because
cool.
I've literally missed therapy multiple times and it's not good.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm excited for the alarm clock. Can we see it?
it's in a box. I gotta
Okay.
unbox it. But maybe
Okay.
I can show it next podcast.
100%.
We have a sibling scenario to dissect.
We do.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
All right. So this is from a comment that we got. Thank you so much, by the way, for giving us this scenario. If you listeners would like to contribute a question or a scenario, you can put it in the comments. You can also email it to us at longdistancesiblingspod@gmail.com,
I
right?
think so.
I think that's right. I'll double check. I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, yeah. Let me check. Yep. That's exactly right.
Perfect. So you can either put it in the comments or email it to us at longdistancesiblingspod@gmail.com. Here is the comment. Okay, I have a sibling scenario and could use some advice. I have a half brother and sister that consider to be my full siblings. They are approximately 15 years older than me. I have a much better relationship with my sister than I do my brother. I'm not.
Hmm.
Already some thoughts.
Hmm. No, just relatable. Continue.
Oh shit. Um, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but as I grew older, my brother and I grew further apart. He has always been a bit jealous that my parents allow me to live at home with them, whereas he felt he could not return home after college. When he brings up that subject, my parents remind him that when he was done with college, he already had a partner and that he never explicitly asked them to move back in. Oh, okay, yeah. And that he never explicitly asked them to move back in. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Why are you jealous, bro?
right.
I don't think this stops him from being resentful, though. As if that weren't bad enough, we went in opposite political directions as well. I've become older and turned into a very far leftist, while he has gotten more conservative with age. He's not MAGA, but he's very neoliberal. This causes some tension at family get-togethers as well. For example, at our last family gathering, he called Karl Marx an idiot to my face and then started
Well, mistake number one, bro. Mistake number one. Never call Karl Marx an idiot to my face.
Absolutely not. And then started irritating me in general, which caused me to leave. This was not a huge deal because it wasn't a big holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving, but it was still a bit uncomfortable for me. I guess my question is, how do I keep myself from taking his actions so personally?
Mm.
He does not live close to us, so I don't have to deal with him all the time, but it's gotten to a point where I unfortunately don't look forward to his actions at family gatherings. I don't like being defensive, and sometimes I feel stuck up for standing my ground. At the same time, I don't want to allow him to walk all over me. There's a bit of a dynamic where, since I'm much younger than him, he doesn't take what I say seriously, and his partner also joins in. Oof,
Ew.
don't like that.
No.
This makes me furious because nobody likes a know-it-all. He and his partner speak about things like they're experts, even when they are very clearly not. My parents usually tend to take his side for whatever reason. even when I express to them that his words are sometimes very grating. Any advice about what to do? For context, I am a 31-year-old millennial gay man, and he is a 45-year-old straight Gen X man. My sister is 2 years older than my brother, and we get along just fine.
Great context.
It is good context.
And also, thank you for laying this out so well. Like, I feel like I really have a good flavor of what's going on here.
Yeah, I was riveted. It
Yeah,
was
me
really,
too.
really
Me
well written.
too. Yes, very well written. The characters were descriptive and alive in my mind.
Yes.
I was triggered. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So the question is, how do I keep myself from taking his actions so personally?
Man,
It's a
you got
tough one.
anything? I know.
It's tough. I want to first just validate your feelings.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
this sounds really, really rough. And I can totally understand and imagine like that feeling of dread before going to the family gatherings. And it's your brother, so you want to get along well, you want there to be good rapport, but it's just not going that way. And that's really hard to accept. It's such a deep grief.
Yeah, I'm so curious, like what it was like growing up with your brother, and what that dynamic was, because you said you were used to be close, but that dwindled as he got older and became a little centrist, but low-key Republican.
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say, I don't know. He doesn't sound very neoliberal to me. He sounds more conservative just from what we're getting here, but
I feel like neoliberal is like can be pretty conservative.
yeah, maybe I have a different idea in my mind of what that is.
Yeah, man, it's very relatable to have this type of like conflict and feeling frustrated. I think like you're probably spot on that your brother is jealous of you in certain ways. I mean, just the fact that you're gay is an indication that you have had to accept yourself at a certain level that he doesn't have to do. He doesn't have to face himself, face his desires, face himself in the same way that you have had to. So I feel like that is probably part of the reason why he's jealous of you as well, along with the living with your parents thing, is that you're, I would guess, probably more fully embodied as like your true authentic self.
Hmm.
Which is probably why he's a know-it-all, because like that's all he's got, man. He's clinging on to his know-it-all kind of like I know everything bullshit, which like to be honest with you, my dear listener, I feel like most straight men in their 40s, that's all they can do. All they can do is like give advice. They can see your point, but like let me explain to you why you don't have it fully, and how they have like this exact nugget, and they're like really interesting and unique. They have a unique take. It's like that's all he probably has at the moment. And like the fact that the partner joins in is honestly so fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, definitely.
But in terms of advice, because I feel like I could go on and on and on with like, yeah, this fucking sucks. It sounds like there's a part of you that wants to be seen as who you truly are, as valid and just as smart and competent as your brother, which you are, for whatever reason. Maybe the reasons that I said, maybe there's something else. Maybe it really is just that, like, you lived with your parents and he didn't get to, which is like the pettiest thing that I could think about. But for whatever reason, right now, he's not seeing you that way. He won't take you seriously. And I think, I know this is like probably not the advice that you want to hear, but there's a certain level of radical acceptance that you have to maybe try to get to if you want to still, interact with him and be there at family gatherings. It doesn't sound like it's at a point where you want to cut ties with him, which I think is probably reasonable. But there's like this tension between like you want to stand your ground, but you don't want to be talked down to. If you're able to accept that your brother's not going to see your point of view, is going to misunderstand you, is not going to see you the way that you want. There is a certain level of grief that you have with that type of acceptance, but then you can stand your ground and accept him at the same time. Not saying that that's easy, or that, like, I think it will probably take time and practice. And if you got to get out of there, you got to get out of there. The only person that you can control in this situation is yourself. unfortunately, that's all that you can do. And I do like to always remind myself and other people that life is long and people change.
Mhm.
And when we show up respecting ourselves more, as much as it is painful, accepting that this is who I am, this is what I believe. Karl Marx is not an idiot. Go read a book, bro. Um, and I know what I'm talking about, like, but I don't need you to agree with me or see me that way. Then I think it can subconsciously train or influence your brother because I would imagine subconsciously he probably knows that you really want his approval and validation, which gives him some kind of power. Am I getting too heady with this? Please jump in at any
Oh, no,
time.
this is great. This is really, really good advice. Keep going.
Okay.
You're doing great.
That's all I got. It's just like radical acceptance, uh, grieve, radically accept, grieve, radically accept, show up with respect for yourself and integrity. And in the moment, you can always just be like, I just feel like you guys don't see my perspective. You know, you can say how you feel without
Yes.
there being an attachment of like, I need you to understand me. Like, who dare you? Because like I really, really, really get that. I feel it viscerally in my bones. But what helps me is like being able to say what I believe with my full chest. And they can either take it or leave it. And that's really hard to do with family, but ultimately, I think it might be your only way out of that sticky tension feeling. Not to say that it won't go away, but that might be your path to lessening that feeling.
Yeah, no, I love all of that. I second it all. I also was going to say trying to go into seeing him with that reminder to yourself that he's not going to be able to see you or accept you the way that you want. Because I do think that that longing and that like hope and that trying so hard makes things that much more disappointing when they don't turn out. At least that's been my experience. And I also would add just like a little practical thing that might help, which is like having a time boundary around things. From your scenario, you said that the most recent time at the family gathering, you left early because he was upsetting you so much, which is totally valid. And I'm so glad that you left when you needed to. I wonder if maybe like going in with the idea that, okay, I'm only going to stay for like an hour. I'm only going to stay for a couple hours. Whatever it is you feel like is kind of your limit with dealing with him. And I just want to say also dealing with your parents taking his side because it sounds like that's a big part of the dynamic. That sounds really
So
hard.
annoying. Yeah.
Really hard. Yeah. And it sounds like I'm guessing that maybe you're able to spend time individually with your parents apart from your brother. So hopefully, having a shorter amount of time for these bigger family gatherings is doable without like losing the connection that you have with your parents.
I have another thought is like maybe steering the conversation to not politics, to like something that you guys can all agree on. It's so easy to go there. And I feel like there's like a subconscious like desire to go there, like in family dynamic. You've got your leftist, queer child of the family, and then you've got your kind of like middle, still trying to like keep their toe in like the capitalist dream and like still
Yeah.
trying to like both sides of the equation. And then you've got the older parents who they just are like coming from probably, I would imagine, like a fear idea of like, we just really want our kids to like succeed and do well. And this is how we know, or whatever. There's like this subconscious like desire for everyone to like get into it, coming in with some ideas of like what you could talk about that aren't controversial, that are like, how was pickleball, Bradley, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. They're like, how was Ultimate Frisbee? I don't know. I feel like this guy plays Ultimate Frisbee. That gives you some things to talk about that aren't controversial. And then like also games. Games are
I
also
was
fun.
literally just
It's
going to
like play
suggest
some
that.
charades
Yeah.
or fishbowl or something like that. Like get
Yeah.
people active, get them out of there. Like it sounds like your brother's like ultimately just like anxious and insecure. So like get him out of his head and like have him pretend to be a fish or something, you know?
Yes, and yeah, no, that was literally going to be my next suggestion was games. Like play a game. I feel like that could maybe activate some of the playful connection that you used to have when you were
Yep,
young because you said you were closer before. This maybe could be a good way to kind of have a callback to that and remind him
100%.
that it hasn't always been like this. There was another way to interact.
Totally. Yeah, totally. Our family plays a lot of games. Maybe not because, but maybe because have nothing to agree. We don't agree on anything. Like specifically with our mom, or like on the rare occasion that we get together with our uncles, like lots of games, and that's always super fun.
It is. Yeah. I also feel like doing those things together and having that sort of camaraderie and like the good feelings of collaborating and the laughter that comes with it. I think that can really help soften those other conversations when they come up.
100%.
Or when when somebody does make a really not okay comment, it can, I know for me, and I think Annie would probably agree, sometimes when we encounter those comments, we do have sort of a humorous way of shutting it down. And do you do you feel
Yeah.
that way?
Yeah, that's like kind of the only way that we do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just to not escalate it into like a big
Yeah.
thing.
Like,
But
whoa.
yeah, oh
LOL,
boy.
moving on.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about that. Like, but
I don't know about that.
I don't
It's
know
like
about
kind
that.
of a gold standard go to.
Whoa, oh boy.
Oh
And actually,
wow.
a couple
Well, we're
times that
definitely not
I've
going to tell them that.
yes, a couple times that I've approached it that way, I've actually gotten an apology later. So I'm not saying you'll get one from your brother, but
Yeah,
yeah, just maybe like finding some creative ways to handle these dynamics while at the same time still being who you are, still standing up for what you believe in. Karl
always
Marx
and
is not
forever.
an idiot.
This is a shot in the dark, but I feel like when you're like, I have to leave early and I really want to connect with my brother, I just like, if you're anything like me, it can be really easy to sneakily beat myself up for not showing up perfectly, not changing my brother, not for just like having feelings about the whole situation and being like, ugh, if I was just perfect, then this wouldn't be an issue and it's like my bad, but like this is just to like as a reminder, like leaving early is not bad. Totally
No.
understand that you want to connect with your family and you don't want to have to leave early, but like sometimes that's appropriate, when you're just like, all
Yeah.
right, this is just, you can see the writing on the wall, you're going to get into a fight, or it's just going to keep going on and on and on, or you're just so annoyed that you're like, oh my God, I can't take this guy anymore. Like, been there, and super valid. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yep, nothing wrong with leaving early. Nothing wrong with not showing up. But it sounds like you want to, and so hopefully some of these suggestions might make it a little more manageable.
100%. Thank you for sharing and
Yeah, thank you for
for writing
entrusting
such a well
us.
articulated and robust full picture.
Yes, absolutely. And we
Give us
wish
an
you all the
update.
best.
Yeah,
Please do let
would
us
love an update.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Come back if you need us to talk to your brother. No, I'm just kidding. We'll
Yeah,
have him on the pod.
we'll set them straight.
Send Bradley.
Oh man.
We're in your corner. That's all I'm
We
trying to
are,
say.
we are. We've got your back, my friend. We want to talk to the partner. We want to know why she, just kidding.
Why are you so insecure, Alice? What's
Alice.
your issue, Alice?
Yeah, I'm holding back, holding back.
Well, if anybody has other sibling dynamics that they want some advice on, and you're zany enough to trust these two guys, send it our way. Put it in the comments. You can also email us if you don't and ask us to redact certain things. So if you don't want to put it in the comments for people to see, you're absolutely able to, like Ellie said, email us at longdistancesiblingspod@gmail.com, and we will be thrilled to read about your life and give you our hot takes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ellie
Thanks for
will
trusting us.
always validate your feelings. They're really good at that.
Honestly, Annie, I wanted to say you were quite validating. You were like very compassion focused, I feel. in your
Really?
response. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. I
Thank
look
you all
for it.
so much for watching and for listening.
Ah,
Signing
yes.
off from California.
Signing off from New York, baby. It's New
Hey, I'm
York.
walking here.
Hey, I'm saying goodbye from New York. So you know I'm going away, going back to New York. You like,
Hey, dudes, hang loose. Oh my God, like, thank you so much for listening from California, from West Coast, Best Coast.
they don't know what they're talking about. It's all about the East Coast. It's always been the East Coast.
Hey, man, don't even worry about it. Just catch a wave. Oh, wait, you can't, because your waves don't work like that. Boom, roasted.
What do you talk? Have you ever been to the East Coast? Don't you know that we got waves? We got surface. What are you talking about? We got the city, we got the waves. We got it within an hour. What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
Hella rude.
All right, we gotta end this.
Did you see that? I conked my teeth on my microphone.
No? Nice.
Thankfully, I still have them in my mouth. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.